talk a lot about giving this time of the year. Maybe forgiveness should be a part of the conversation.
Danica Lewis is here to talk about controlling the conversation around the holiday table, particularly when it comes to politics.
Yeah, it's a little bit polarizing, don't you think? Maybe as polarizing as ever. And the polls show it. People feel very strongly one way or the other, whether you mention the crowded Democratic primary or impeachment inquiries. So we want to talk about talking or not talking about, well, you know.
Perspective is the best way to think about it.
Samuel Thorson seeks out the other side.
This is an interesting way to think.
Paging through philosophers' theories.
Because they might know some things about me I don't yet.
But he admits his convictions
But I get passionate.
still come out.
Once I get started, it's hard to stop me sometimes, which is not exactly a good thing.
There's a lot of passion on both sides, and as such, it's one of those things I try and keep my head down.
And keep his head down, Vint Kwame does. Right now, over a game piece.
It'll be good.
He says, like many, his family's Thanksgiving table won't just be filled with potatoes.
I usually try and stay away from it.
You have the cameras rolling.
And you heard him raise that subject again.
This president believes he is above the law.
It's not 2 + 2, it's 0 for 3.
I'm tired of freeloading billionaires.
I thought you might have been high when you said it.
The civility that gets lost.
It's why psychologist Shyla Murgain says some of us might want to avoid political talk altogether.
They are going to believe what they believe, and they're not going to convince one another to cross party lines.
But if your relatives are the debating type, perhaps the schedule should be as stuffed as your turkey.
Political discussions tend to erupt when there's too much free time. So instead, keep the family busy. Maybe go to a movie, do a board game, watch a football game. It's okay to disagree, and that it's not personal.
What is the cost of me to hold my ground about some political opinion I have?
Perhaps we should all take a page out of Sam and Vince's book and be open to the conversations.
One of the things that we'll do is we'll argue the 41st millennia politics. Like, who would you back in a play for the emperor of mankind? And that's just kind of fun.
As implausible or inevitable.
Otherwise, you know.
As they seem.
Maybe.
So if you are going to go there this Thanksgiving, Dr. Murgain says know when to crack a joke, change the subject, or just walk away. She also suggests getting the political talk out of the way early when there hasn't been as much alcohol consumed.
That's a good idea.
Just keep your mouth
No
full.
kidding.
Just keep eating.
Just
keep eating.
keep shoveling in the pumpkin pie and
keeps everybody out of
everything will
trouble.
be good.
Double
Yep.
It's important, though. You're going into election year.
You're going into election year, and we've talked about the Marquette Law School poll showing things are as divisive as ever.
Enjoy your time with your families,
Yes.
folks. Enjoy it.
Eat the turkey.
Danica, thank you.
Sure.